Good morning, everybody. This is Dee Reinhardt with Illinois WorkNet. On the call with me today, we have Olivia Grisham, and we are ready to share information with you. So let's start off right off the bat, and we'll talk about, we'll give you a second just to log in here. But if you have not checked in by region, please do that. Please make sure that you check what region you're with. And I want to give you just another second to do that. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, like 65 degrees and the sun's shining, so that's a nice thing. All right, I'm going to pull up some numbers from the dashboard. We're going to try and, oop, come on, baby. There, I got a corner there. All right, I'm going to pull it up. We'll check back in a minute if you need to check in. So we've got our dashboard numbers, and these will come out in the notes. We just want to remind everybody that we are still watching the dashboard. We've got some missed DHS initial orientation. Northwest, you got 32 people there. So somebody from Northwest, you need to get on the stick with those. Bloomington, you've got 21 that missed. Do you want to, I see Lori in the webinar, do you want to try to re-invite them, or do we need to take them out? Okay, all righty. And then Western, you've got 10, and Humboldt Park, you've got 14. Those are some big numbers. If you guys can pay attention to those, get them marked or re-invited, that would be great. Now, we've got, so there was a total of 142 as of 6:30 this morning. We've got 56 total for the no-show to the CBO initial intake. Those numbers aren't as big. Rockford, you've got 12 on there. Northwest, you've got 10. And then East St. Louis, you've got 11. If you can take a look at those numbers, those would be really nice to get those squared away. Nobody was in the referral pending, not scheduled, so that's really great. We have 9 in the referral rejected that require action. We do have some other ones in there that are exempt and will not be moving. So if these offices can take action on these particular people, I know that there are a couple of them that have an upcoming appointment, but most of these had appointments, and so we need action in the case notes or on the person's profile. West Suburban, you've got 5 in there. And then under no longer appropriate for services, that means that 2 people from Quincy need to be looked at by the DHS staff. And then under recommend sanction, we had a total of 47 this morning at 6:30 in the morning. Humboldt, you've got 9. Mid-South, you've got 7. West Suburban, you have 9 in the list. Rockford, you have 8. Those are people that the CBOs have said that they either missed an appointment or they failed on their 3392 agreement, something along those lines that is causing them to recommend sanction. A little odds and ends for some of the other offices. So if you can, please take a look at those dashboard lines and make sure that your office, if you have something on this list, is taking care of that. I would truly appreciate it. I understand that we have a request for action on the referral rejected by next Friday. So if we could get these numbers squared away before our next call on the 22nd, that would be great. All right, I'm going to minimize this. And now we can talk about the statewide intake projections. And as of 6:30 this morning, we had 4,823 of our 5,000 participants, which is 96.5%. We are almost there. We only need, 177 more people. Region 1 is at 86.7% of their goal, so if they got the 177, we'd be in like Flynn. We'd have everybody that we needed. So I'm putting the push on Region 1. Are you up to it? And then Region 2, you're at 159% of your goal. Region 3, you're at 66%. And I think this is remarkable for a total voluntary area. Just for them to get that many people to show up, I think that's pretty good. Region 4, you're at 114%. Region 5, you're at 139%. Now, Region 5 came out of the gate really early, but Region 2 has beat you percentage-wise. So, I don't know. Can you come up? Can you bring it up a little bit more? All right, so those are our intake projections. Those numbers will come out in the notes as well. We've got a really fun little activity for you guys. But Olivia, is there anything else that has come up since our last webinar that we need to cover with the DHS staff?
I do not believe so.
And I don't really have any issues that I've been informed about either. So I think if everybody's ready, we can switch over to our activity. Is everybody ready to go? Raise your hand if you're ready to go with this next fun activity, or at least we think it's fun. All right. So we're going to switch over. Let me get this switched over. Now, Olivia, do you want to explain our setup here?
Yes.
And you need to share your screen.
Let me get my screen pulled up.
At the top of the screen in the notepad, you'll see teams. And we decided to break this down by office area. So if you are in Region 1N, Region 2, or Region 4, you're part of Team 1. Team 2 is if you're in Region 1S, 3, or 5. All right, so that, from there, we'll let Olivia explain.
So what we're going to do is, so you guys are split up into your two teams, and I have a question that I will ask first. It's worth no points. It's just going to determine which team gets to go first. So each team, I believe, will have 30 seconds to answer the question. So I'm going to have you each designate a team captain for each team. Our Team 1, who is made up of Region 1 North and Region 2 and 4, is going to be our Team Bananas. And then our Team 2, made up of Region 1 South and Regions 3 and 5, will be Team Strawberry. So you each see on the side of the webinar there is 3 chat pods. The chat pod at the top labeled Final Answer is where the team captain will go and put in their final answer to the question. And then we have the Team 1 and Team 2 chat pods. These are for you guys to use to type in what you think the answer could be, kind of discuss the answers among yourself. And then once you guys come to a decision and those chat pods, then that's when you'll use the final answer one, your team captain will. So if you guys can, go ahead and type in your team chat pod. You can either say that you will be the team captain, or if you know somebody who would be a good team captain, go ahead and type their name in there. But we can't get started until I know whose answer I'm going to be accepting. All right. It looks like Team Strawberries is trying to find somebody. Where are my Team Banana people at? I don't have anybody typing in Team 1.
Is Team 1 awake?
Oh, I got some people typing. Okay, Team 2. We have anyone? Does anyone want to be the team captain was the question?
Okay, Kreisel, what are you Team 1 or Team 2? Western is 1 south or 1 north? 1 north. All right. So Kreisel is going to be Team 1 spokesperson. And who's going to do Team 2? Come on, Antoinette, why don't you do it? Okay. All right. So Olivia's got a question to figure out who's going to get to answer the first, pick the first dollar value. So the question is.
Okay, so once you are done with EPIS, random assignment, the process is complete. Is that a true or false statement? Once you are done with EPIS, random assignment, the process is complete.
All right, now, the team, so we're accepting answers only from Kreisel and Spiller in the final answer. And Kreisel put the answer in the final answer pod first. So Team 1 gets to pick the dollar amount and the column to start accruing points. And sorry, folks, we don't actually have money for you, but you get bragging rights. All right.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that your team captain, the team captains are putting their answers in the final answer pod. That's when we'll know that you guys are like decided and not just discussing with your team. So, alrighty. So yes, the answer was false. The rest of the answer went on to explain that false. You need to go into EPIC and select the assignment tab and provide the proper documentation for either the treatment or control group. So, alrighty. We will now get into the game. So, for Team 1, our Team Bananas, which column and card would you like? You can choose from eligibility review, assignment, enrollment verification, communication, general, and intake. Intake, okay.
What dollar amount? Right.
100. Your question is, if a customer is assigned to SNAP ENT, can they go through the process again to be randomly assigned?
Okay. Spiller, you don't get to answer on that one because Team 1 got, actually Team 1 had the question. So you guys can discuss it in the pod.
All right, time's up. I need an answer from Team Bananas. And I see that she's typing in there. Oh. They say no. And the answer is no, not for 3 years. So once a customer has been put through random assignment, they cannot be randomly assigned to see if they can get into the EPIC program again for another 3 years. All right, Team Strawberries, which section or column would you guys like, and what dollar amount would you like from that section? Anybody? Team Strawberries? Somebody give me something. I
think they're all asleep.
You think so? Well, Oh, I got some typing. We're good.
Minter's typing.
Enrollment
Eligibility
verification for how much?
Wait a minute. Spiller typed up in the final answer, eligibility review 100.
I see. We'll go with that one. Should a customer without any programs any programs recommended be randomized in EPIS?
So discuss it in your team pod, and then the answer goes up in the final answer.
And the answer is no, you are correct, Team Strawberries. So 100 points for them. All right, Team Bananas, which would you like? I'm going to give each team 30 seconds to pick a column, and if I don't hear from a team after 30 seconds, we're just going to go to the next team. So make sure you guys are kind of getting prepared for what card you're going to want next.
Okay,
so we have
Friesel
assignment,
assignment 200.
For 200. If a customer is assigned to EPIC, you have to select a provider, give the customer copies of several documents, and what else? Ooh, this is a tricky one.
Ooh, Criesel's going right for the answer.
Oh, she knows.
All right, Gully's helping you out in the thing.
The referral outcome of randomization was Team Banana's answer, but the actual answer was you have to schedule them for a CBO intake appointment. So yes, you do need to give them that 2151 referral, but that was included in the documentation part of that question. So no points this time around. What about Team Strawberries? What card would you like? I hear somebody saying go for 500.
So what column though? And you guys can be talking about what section you want to pick next in your team chat. So team 2, you want 500. But
Northwest says you have to do a referral before scheduling, and so yeah, you do have to do the referral before scheduling, but that was all part of the give the customer the documentation. So that referral form, the 2151, was considered all of the documentation that was needed to be given to that customer. And then after you give them their documentation part, then you do the scheduling. So we have an assignment for 300 for Team Strawberries. If there is no appointment to select from on the calendar for a CBO, what do you do? You got 12 seconds for an answer. Contact the CBO. And the answer is send an email to epic@illinoisworknet.com and call the CBO to ask them to enter in appointment dates. So Dee, what do you think?
I think we can give them the answer.
I think so too, because that's the big thing is we just need to get appointment dates put into the system. That way we can continue to get customers scheduled. The reason we have you email us is so we can make sure that they are doing it for 2 months out so it's not a problem again for you guys in the future.
All right.
All right. Strawberries, or no? We're on bananas. Bananas. I'd pick a big one if I were you guys to get caught up. You could take over the lead with just one card.
Communication 500.
Communication 500. All righty. Every day, the primary and secondary contacts for an office receive what?
Team 1. Type it in your team chat because we can only take the final answer from the from Kriesel.
hey, team, both teams, just be aware that everybody from Team 1 can see the Team 2 chat pod, and everybody from Team 2 can see the Team 1 chat pod. So if it's not your question, I would not be putting in answers because you don't want them to get your answer. And they say Epic Case Note Summary. And that is correct, an email with the case notes about the customers from that office. So look at that. Team 1 went up to 600 points, just like that.
Woo! Oh,
All right,
goodness.
Strawberries. You going to come back? I know. I have to just do strawberries and bananas because I'm getting confused with all the names I'm calling you guys.
Well, I got it up there. All right. Spiller's saying General 500.
All righty. What is the newest addition to the Epic system?
Ooh. Come on, strawberries. Can I give them a hint?
I don't know. If we give them a hint, we have to give bananas a hint too. Banana says no. All right, we got 1 second.
All right. Do we give bananas a chance to answer this one?
Details about jobs is what Spiller says. No, we are not going to do, no. That'll get too confusing because sometimes I have to look at the answer.
Okay.
And then the other team wouldn't be able to have that advantage. The correct answer is the staffing packet tool. That is our newest addition to the Epic system. All righty, Team Bananas, what would you like? Intake for 500. Felons are not a good referral to Epic. True or false? And Team Banana says false, and the answer is correct, false. We have programs that allow training for those with a felony record. So look, wow, Team Bananas, you guys have skyrocketed. All right, Team Strawberries.
Strawberry, make a good choice.
It'll only take a few cards, and then you'll be on their tail before they know it. All right, intake for 400. Where would you reset a customer's password?
Corelli, you can't answer. Spiller's typing up in the final answer.
And Team Strawberry says profile details, and that is correct, under the profile details section.
All right. So they're catching up.
Team Bananas, what would you like? Enrollment verification for 500. They are not letting off. They are going to get all these big money ones. What do you do if a customer becomes medically unable to participate?
Gully's saying 183. What's a 183?
I bet it's a form. That is my guess.
About Epic. We're talking about Epic.
So, they say we send
DHS policy.
medical packet for exemption consideration. Provider refers customer back to DHS. 180. Okay, so the answer
I don't know
is
what a 183 radio button.
is marked in as exempt on a progress page. So on their progress page where we have their eligibility status, they can either be SNAP eligible, SNAP ineligible, SNAP eligible and exempt, or SNAP eligible and receiving TANF. So you would go in and select the SNAP eligible and exempt. That way the CBO would know that they're exempt. They can't be put through conciliation or recommended for sanction and all that stuff. All right, so Team Strawberries, what would you like?
Spiller's typing up in the final answer. Give us a hint of what they want to pick.
Eligibility review, 500. You should ask questions about these things in order to make the best referral. There are 3 possible answers. Please provide 2. So what questions should you ask the customer about when doing the eligibility review and making a referral?
We've got some big answers going on in there. All right, we need to get the answer from Spiller, remember.
All righty, time is up. What is the answer? Work history and background. So the answer that we have is the length of time the customer is willing to participate in a training program, distance customer is willing to travel to training, and the career pathway area of interest. So I do not believe that is going to work in this question. Cal Park had it though, I guess. Good job, Cal Park. Yes, you were perfect. All right, Team Bananas.
Banana.
Which card would you like?
Oh yeah, Relly says both fruits would be good on a Sunday.
Yeah, I agree.
500 assignment.
If a customer is assigned to SNAP ENT, can they go through the process again to be randomized? I thought we already asked this question. Okay, hold on. Don't answer this question. We already asked this question. I believe it was a question to start the game. But I have a list of backup questions that I can pull up. Okay. Which card was this in?
This was eligibility
Review.
Assignment 500.
Assignment 500.
Eligibility review 500. No, it was assignment 500.
Okay.
So look under assignment.
Didn't we ask that question already?
We asked that question to start the game.
I thought we asked once you're done with random assignment, is the process complete?
That question was already asked, and other people are saying it's a repeat. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's give them another choice. So what do you want for a new option, Banana? $400 assignment.
What do you do if a customer decides to not give consent during random assignment?
Oh,
All righty. She's typing. have them sign the EPIC handout that they are not participating at this time, engage in JPP. So mark that the customer refuses to consent and complete EPIC. Customers who refuse to give consent will go on business as usual.
Good job.
All right, Team Banana.
Strawberry, you're 700 behind. You gotta do something here.
All right, General 400. What is the most important EPIC resource?
I think I wrote that question.
You did.
The answer is not me. Or Olivia. Strawberry's got to come up with an answer here.
And they say CBO. And the correct answer is the IllinoisWorkNet.com/Epic Partners webpage, where we put all the updates, training materials, instruction guides, all these videos, notes, and everything like that. Good try, though, guys. All right, Team Banana, what would you like?
Spiller saying type faster. 400 communication.
400 communication. Where can you find additional comments and information entered by the CBO about a customer? Only one answer is required. So there's a couple different answers for this, but you only need to give us one. And they say progress notes, and that is correct. It's case notes under the progress page, or you can use the case notes tab that show you all of the case notes ever entered in for that customer. All right, Team Strawberries, I can feel it. You guys are going to come back right here.
Okay, somebody's got to take over for Spiller because she's got to go. All right, enrollment verification 400. And Brooke's going to do it.
What does the CBO need to know if the customer becomes SNAP ineligible? Yeah, you've got 13 seconds to give an answer.
Why do you only have 13 seconds, or why? Oh, why they became ineligible?
Alrighty, and the answer is the date of the ineligibility, because they can no longer provide services. So the CBO needs to know the date that they lost that SNAP eligibility.
The why helps, but it's not as important. All right, Banana. $400 eligibility review.
Customers who receive this, or someone in their household does, cannot participate in EPIC. TANF is Banana's answer, and that is correct.
Ooh,
all right, Strawberries.
Strawberry, you got to get some answers here.
These ones are, we try to break them up so the more difficult ones are the higher priced ones. So they should start to get a little bit
Communication
easier,
300 she wants to
maybe.
do. Communication 300.
Where do you mark someone who becomes SNAP ineligible?
The answer they put up is profile details, but Karen Jones-Jackson is saying progress page. You've still got 1 second. Brooke? Okay, she's going with profile.
The answer is progress page. So you update that eligibility bar that we were talking about, the exempt, eligible, ineligible, and receiving TANF, on that progress page to reflect that they are no longer SNAP eligible.
Banana?
$300 intake. If you qualify for an exemption, you cannot try for EPIC, true or false. As they say false, and that is correct. You can always volunteer if you can perform the assigned requirements. So that was false. All right, Team Strawberries, what would you like? $200 for the general. Oh, I picked 300. I'm so sorry, guys. What is your goal for random assignment? You guys can do this. And they say 5,000, and that is the correct answer. Good job, Team Strawberries. Sorry I clicked your wrong one, but you got an extra 100 points out of it. All right, Team Bananas.
Do we have a bonus question on this, Olivia?
Yes, we do.
All right. So we
Eligibility review for 300. How can you determine why a customer was not recommended for a specific training program?
All right. So you guys got to have your discussion in the team pod, not on the final answer pod.
And so Team Banana says, based on the survey, the customer completes before randomization. But the answer is you can view the non-recommended training programs. So on that eligibility review page, right above where it's showing you all the training programs the customer does qualify for, there's a bar right above that if you open it up, it'll show you all the other training programs that are offered and why the customer did not get selected for those training programs.
So Lydia had the right answer in the team pod.
Good job, Lydia. All right, Team Strawberries. Guys want the last 300? Yeah, okay. Enrollment verification. What will the CBO do if the customer attends the appointment and is already employed? So they show up to the CBO after being randomly assigned, and since then they have gotten a job. What will the CBO do? You got 9 seconds.
And we've talked about this in webinars. We need an answer. Brooke's typing.
Mm-hmm. See if they want to volunteer. The answer is they will upload a 2151 with referral rejected marked. But yes, the CBO will still see if they want to participate in EPIC.
But
they don't.
It is based on their conversation with you and whether or not they qualify dollar-wise to still be eligible for SNAP.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, one more round each, and then we're going to finish up the answers and go to the bonus question. So, Banana, what do you want?
And the bonus question will really alter who's going to win. So we have intake for 200. Where do you go to reschedule a missed orientation appointment? All righty, guys, I need an answer. Oh, they see schedule with CBO. Okay. No, because this is your guys' intake section, so this is if they missed their orientation appointment with DHS. You guys would update that on the intake activities section 1.1 with the new orientation appointment date.
Lydia and Northwest both had the right answer.
All righty. Team Strawberries, what would you like? General for 200. Can someone with a child participate in EPIC? They are typing an answer now, and they say yes, but not mandatory. So yes, as long as they do not receive TANF, they can volunteer to participate, but they will not be a mandatory participant. So good job, Team Strawberries, an extra 200 points for you guys. So now I'm going to go through and click on all the other questions. I'll go through them with you guys really quick, and then we'll do the last final question. So if a customer is randomly assigned a SNAP ENT, what happens? Business as usual. How many programs can DHS caseworkers approve for a customer? So how many can they select on the eligibility review? They can select all of the training programs that are available. What line on the dashboard do customers show in if they do not attend the initial CBO appointment? The answer is the enrolled dashboard, referral pending, no contact from customer. What does DHS have to do if a customer does not show up to the CBO for their initial appointment? Schedule the customer to go in for a conciliation appointment. Where can you find who's scheduled and when a customer is scheduled for a DHS initial appointment? The answer is intake activities. Where do you mark someone who has declines to participate before being randomly assigned? You'll do that on the eligibility review. And then our final question is, who is the target audience? And that is ABOBs.
Okay, now, here's the big wager. You guys get to wager in your team and put up how much in your final answer you want to wage for your answer. Team 1, Banana, has 2,600 points. Team 2, Strawberry, has 1,300 points. Whoever gets the answer right first in the final answer pod gets the points that you wager. So we need to know what you're going to wager by a group in the final answer pod. So Kreisel has to put the answer of what you're going to wager in the final answer, and Brooke has to put it in the final answer.
Okay. So Team Bananas is only going to wager $1, while Team Strawberry is going big. They are going to put it all in the pot. So this could make or break the entire game for you guys.
Now remember,
Alrighty.
whoever gets the answer into the final answer pod first wins.
Yes.
All right.
And does it, do we want to say before we go, does it have to be from the team leader, or can it just be from any individual in the final answer?
I think it needs to be from the team leader.
Alrighty. So first team leader to answer correctly gets the point. What can you use to identify a customer in emails? How do you identify customers in an email? Initials and RIN is what Brooke says. And Pam says IES assigned number. And the question is, other participant ID and DH case ID cannot use PII. I know the initials and RIN is what I use for some customers, and it's not PII. I'm assuming the IES assigned number is a DHS case ID. So, Dee, I'm going to leave this up to you. Because on the DHS invite tab, they cannot use DHS case numbers or other participant ID numbers because they don't have them yet.
I'm gonna say RIN and initials.
All righty, Team Strawberries, look at that. You came out from behind and you pulled it off.
To a tie. Do we have one other question?
Oh, did it really? Did that really make it a tie? Okay.
Really?
Yes, I can find another question.
Let's do one other question. And in the answer, woo, doggies. I'm going to say it can be anybody. But you got to identify what team you're with. So team 1 or team 2, and then the answer. So the question is,
I'm trying to find one.
they have to answer it in the form of a question, so you got to give them the answer. No.
I'm not finding one. I've used all of these so far.
All right. Well, I think we had fun. We'll just skip this. We'll call it a tie. We'll say that everybody was well informed, and if they didn't know the answer, they've learned the correct answer now. So congratulations to both teams, and I think we had fun. If you had fun, give us a round of applause from the little man at the top of the screen, or raise your hand with the little man at the top of the screen, and there we go. All right, guys, we're going to post this to the webinar review, and we'll have notes, but we won't have the questions and the answers. So if you want to have your team members watch this so that they can learn, you're welcome to watch that. We'll try and have this posted by Monday morning. And if you have any questions or any answers about this for us, please let us know. We hope you had a great time playing this game, and we'll talk to you again on the 22nd. All right?
Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.